Say, kids, what time is it? Okay, gang, let's go. It's howdy doody time.
Hi fellas, how are you today? Are you okay? I really hope so. Today we are going to make another fantastic video. We're gonna talk about the screenshot and sending it on the remote mode, okay? We are going to code in Python. We need to make two files. The sender pi, it's gonna stay on the machine you want to take the screenshots, and we're gonna run the receiver.py on the another machine to take a look what is going on, what's happening on the screen, okay? And we're gonna do it remotely. That's awesome, man. I will accelerate the code and then I talk about line by line, okay? I think it's more useful for both of us, and the video don't get too large. So I'm gonna create a virtual environment to install our libraries properly and don't get it a mess, okay? I'm using the conda on the Windows, and first of all we are going to create the sender.py, and for the last one it's the receiver.py. The sender will take the screenshots on the desktop and send to the another machine the receiver, and we are going to be able to watch what's going on the desktop, okay? So let's create our environment with the conda. Let's call it exploit rec, and use the Python version 3.12. It's activated, and the pip list, we don't have any, as you can see. Let's install some libraries. The MSS, it's the library to capture the screenshots. The OpenCV Python, it's to processing the image and encoding it. The NumPy requests, the NumPy it's to use the arrays, and the request is to send the screenshots from the HTTP libraries and receive it from the server, okay? Let's use one by one. There is it. Our virtual environment is ready to create our sender.py. Now I will run the code, and then after that we talk about line by line so you understand what's going on. I think it's more faster and better for both, and the video don't get too large. .py is ready. I'm using the URL to in local mode using my Kali Linux IP and opening on the port 1000. But if you have a public IP and some door configured on your router, you can use your public IP and the port it's configured and take a look the desktop remotely from any computer in this world. And this one, it starts to screen capturing using the MSS, the monitor. I selected the one, it's the my monitor. If you have 2 or 3 monitors, you need to accuse which one you are going to use as your main. Okay, we have an infinite loop to keep capturing and sending the data, in that case the images, the JPEG. Here we are converting the screenshot on the BGRA with the alpha to BGR standard format. Here I'm adjusting the image with the 70% of the quality. You can keep it with 1100, but I choose 70. I think that's enough. Here we are preparing the file to send to HTTP post with the dictionary mode. And here we are sending with the request to the URL file, and we are sending the file, the image, and the timeout, it's one. And if something is gonna be error, the exception, we're gonna print the failed to send and the error commands, the error text. And I'm using the time sleep one. It's gonna send to resender 1 second by time. It's to don't consume a lot of the CPU and the run of the machine, to don't get affected the process on the computer. And if it's hiding mode, to the user don't detect something is wrong. Now we are going to code the receiver.py. That one in my case will be running on the Kali and another one on the target machine. Okay, the receiver one gonna use the backdoor, the backend of the HTTPS. I'm using the Flask, okay, but you can use the bunch of others like the Django and etc. So let's code. This code, it's gonna run on the Kali. Okay, we have the Flask, it's the backend for the website, in that case this site, which will send us the images in the background. You can use Django as well, or another libraries. Okay, Here we calling the flask. I'm giving the variable name to the file, to the image, and it started with none. We giving the route to access the page, and the post page it's to send the image to us. I'm creating a function upload, calling the variable image, extracting the uploaded file with the frame from the request, and reading it with the another variable name called data. Here we are decoding the image to bytes into the format of the BGR color, the I'm ready color, I'm reading color. And if everything is okay in that function, then return 200, meaning it's array. The page gonna call it from the index, and I'm just make a screenshot viewer, and I'm created a script. I'm calling the image. In that case, it's gonna print on the site with that name, and I'm calling the image, and I'm printing it for 1 second per time to 1 second, because to don't get the much process, okay, with the CPU and the RAM memory, so don't get the computer consuming the memories, okay. Here I'm calling the image, I'm calling it again. If it's none, if the image don't come to us on the Kali, it's gonna return the error, no image received yet. And if everything is okay, it's gonna call the image, return 200, and we are going to be able to watch the image, 1 image per second on the site, on the Kali website URL. And I'm calling the IP 0000 because I can use any local IP on my machine, but specifically on the port 1000. Now we're gonna copy it and send to the Kali. I have the local already done. Let's call it the receiver.py, paste it here, and create the virtual environment. I don't have conda on the Kali, so we gonna create the virtual environment with the Python. Virtual environment, I'm calling it dot virtual environment. The dot is to hide the folder, okay. There's it, our virtual environment, it's able, and we don't have nothing installed, so let's install the Flask. The OpenCV, the NumPy it have on the OpenCV, so we don't need to install NumPy either. It does look like everything is okay. There is our our virtual environment. That's why I didn't install the Flask on the Windows with no need on the to the receiver file. We need it, no, I mean to the sender file. We need it to the receiver, in that case the Flask. If everything is okay, it's gonna run properly. Let's test. I'm gonna run the receiver.py first, but it doesn't matter because one is calling the another one. The receiver is calling the sender and the sender is calling to the receiver. Both files are talking with each other. There's it. I'm getting the error saying that has no connection. I will run the sender on the Windows, and we got 200. And taking the image, there is it. I have opened on the IP with the 1000 port, and it's take the print for each 1 second. And there is it. You can watch whatever I do here. Don't save. I'm using the carpet sky, and it didn't say nothing either, because you can use it from whatever machine you want. The sender.py can be in whatever machine, okay? And this is awesome, man. So I'm break the code, and it's gonna start the error again. There is no screen. I didn't break it. Perhaps that's the last one. That's the last image has been sent, but we are not watching more. I'm breaking, and there is it. And with this code we can watch the another machine with the screenshots 1 second by one. You can alter the for half seconds in as you like, but it's gonna consume more memory, and perhaps the user can imagine that something is wrong, okay? You know what I mean? And if you need to save one screenshot you just saw on your website, your browser, but this code, it's not saving the image, so we can't save it. And I'm gonna create the code to save it to you guys, but I will accelerate it to don't get too much bigger the video as much as it already are. There is it. I have imported 2 more libraries, the OS and time. I have created the last save with the number 0, I have called it to the global one, and I have configured it now to the time, and I have on condition if the last saved is not none, and now minus last saved it's more or equal 10, it's make these three lines command. First one, it's gonna create directory image if it does not exist, and the file name gonna be sent to the directory, and the name it received underscore and the time. It is that one. It's gonna be the time and will be changed while it's running, because it's getting all the time. And the last one, it's the writing the image. Let's see if it's gonna run properly. I don't have tested yet. Let's run it here, and let's run the sender. We got the print test. There is it, and let's see if the image is getting saved here. Let's break it. I have made a conjunction to save each 10 seconds, but it's saving by 1 second. I have forgot to use the last saved equal now. Now we are removing this 10 seconds using, by the way, let's try again. I'm gonna del all this. Why 1 image per second per 10 seconds? Because if it's run for a long time, we don't need a lot of images. Okay, that's why I just using 10 seconds. But you can use whatever you want. There is it. And it's not running. What the fuck? Running. Okay. Test. Now it's running. 1 image per second per 10 seconds. There is it. Awesome. We can get it better. What if you have the shell and you wanna run it on some machine like the Windows, and the machine don't have Python? How the heck will you run the sender.py? You can't do it. You need the exe. So that's the important way to use the virtual environment, because we can use the pip install py installer. With that library, we can convert the sender.py to the sender.exe, and if you have the shell like the video I made last week, you can use the reverse shell with the code C++, and if you have the machine, you can run that one, and you have access to the computer, and you have access the image from the desktop. Then let's call it py installer windowed one file sender.py. Now it's creating the exe, the sender.exe. Now we no need the Python installed on the Windows machine anymore, because we are bringing all the libraries to the executable. And there is it, it's completed. There is our file running on the Windows. I'm gonna bring to my main monitor, and we're gonna run it again. The receiver.py you can change, because of course you're gonna using the Linux to attack the target. Of course, it's obviously. Then we run it again, and we run the executable from the Windows, and let's see if we have the shell. We got an error. Let's see what the fuck is that. It's not running. Okay, I'm gonna see what's happening here. Okay, I found the error. It was a bug from the many virtual environments I have. The PyInstaller was using from the another one, so you gotta make sure the PyInstaller is installed on the virtual environment you have created. Okay, now let's run again the code. PyInstaller windowed one file sender.py. Now I hope it's gonna run properly. Let's wait for a while. And that's it. There is the file created right now. Let's run it. Please, no error, for God's sake. Okay, no error, it's running. Nice. You can see the sender running over here on the task manager, and I'm bringing it back here, and with the Kelly, let's run our receiver. There's it. With the exe, we have the screenshot viewer. As you can see, that's running and capturing 1 print per second. Okay, if you have the shell, you can come to the machine, send the sender exe to the computer and run it. Okay, and now I'm gonna break it. there is the images. Save it. One for each 10 seconds. And let's say if you have the shell with the another code I have created, and you gonna run it with, you need to access the paste and run it like that, sender.exe. Okay, that will start the program. And if you want to stop it before you quit the shell, then you need to make the another code. Like you can see here, we have the sender executing, and task queue we're gonna use in sender.exe, and we kill it. There's it. It's not running anymore. There is it, fellas. I hope you have enjoyed this another tutorial of exploit. And this is just for knowledge, man. And if you like it, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. And if you have any suggestion, just bring it out and let's talk about it, and perhaps if it's interesting I can make one video. So there is it. Bye bye, ta-ta for now.